Do you really want to raise, or this is for example?
What's going on? How we doing? So, just realized that I probably messed up a little bit with the full screen, so I'm going to try to fix it real quick. Yeah. I was messing with stuff. I forgot. Do this screen. So that'll work. How's everybody? Hopefully you had a good weekend. Mine wasn't too bad.
Tom, I'm online, but he's blurry as shit.
Really, I don't even have them. Oh, there it goes. Now it showed up.
Hi, good morning, good luck.
JX Lux Ventures signs pet food agreement with leading distributor in China for $20 million annual sales. That's Lima.
Hey, everything I'm looking at is sucking right now.
LLL shares are halted at the highs on a circuit breaker, up 20%.
LLL just halted at a little over $1.
Halted on a circuit breaker.
That was actually a big gain for it.
I'm not gonna watch that, but able to watch. It's kind of opening up in an interesting area.
What'd you guys think of the?
You guys don't have shorts on ATXI still, right?
The weekly recap vid with the live trades instead of the daily recap. That isn't that great.
That way, shorts
ABCT, American Virtual Cloud technology halted on a circuit breaker.
Not a big fan.
Stock underwent a 1-for-15 reverse stock split this morning. That's Alpha Victor Charlie Tango. Right now at $2.53 off the pre-market high. ABCT.
See if I cannot trade again today. I'm kidding. I want to trade.
That CO is still halted.
9:45, the manufacturing PMI for September.
AVCT just halted.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
I don't know if it's anything.
Looking at pre-market and whatnot, kind of Don't want nothing to do with it.
Welcome, Tim.
Hi.
We were wondering where you were.
Yeah, I was running a little late this morning. Watching CDE. It's not that great on the volume, but could make a nice little push. Could be interesting. Or it could just fail immediately after I bring it up.
RAIN, Rain Therapeutics.
Hey, I'm watching OXY, and I probably should have got in it, but I didn't.
Very low volume on.
Thanks, Adedly.
RAIN.
Appreciate that. Morning, AJ.
Alpha, India, November.
What do you think of the new layout here on the stream? All I really did was kind of change the webcam, give it some lighting. I moved my fish tank, which don't even get me started on how difficult that was. I basically had to drain the water all the way down to the very bottom
Apple getting a pop here,
and then try to move it. But it looks so much better over there. And I've made it a little bit more of a wider view. I'm thinking about trying to do something on like the wall. I was thinking about trying to put like a plant or something behind the tank, but we'll see about that. So it could get interesting. See it up near 65 though at this point. LABD, we can't trade this, but if I could be looking up through 25.
Tanked.
Indo, we only got 30,000 shares.
Apple shares continuing here. 138.91.
Sure, the great Elon Musk. So that picture you see right there is actually, it's huge, but it does not look huge on the stream. Just like this fish tank is actually, it's a 75-gallon fish tank, but it doesn't look that big because it's further back in the room. But that picture on the wall,
NEX had some volume. That's no volume.
And it's probably like 2 feet by 1.5 feet. Like it, and I have been tinkering with the idea. I wanted to see what this looked like with the fish tank here, which I really like, and it actually looks really good when you do. I don't know. Oh yeah, I guess you can kind of see it. But like at night, it actually looks really good, which has made me want to possibly try to figure out a way to make the room darker so that I can have the light up front with not that much light in the back, which I probably can do with just getting some blind curtains for the on top of the blinds.
Down about $17 now.
I mean, I feel like the only other thing that could really spruce things up is like something that looks better as far as charting software goes, but I'm not going to change what I'm using to actually make money. So that one's just going to have to be what it is.
I got kind of like
Plus, people that have been around for a while, they've come to appreciate DOS. So
threw a little bit at this Oxy and wait and see if it does anything. I'll just get out of it, but.
But yeah, this picture, it's actually really cool. It's basically a storm. So
MTEK,
in the storm, I don't know if you guys can see it. I have to like try to zoom in on it somehow. But it's actually, you can see a chart, like candles. There's like a candle pattern in there. And it says that, it says there are some things you can only learn in a storm. And it's basically saying, you know, sometimes you got to take losses to learn something.
I took a little bit of the Oxy out. I don't know what to do with this thing.
A plan, a small one? You mean like put it up on a shelf, like here? Because I was thinking about getting like one of them 6-foot plants to like just put, because I have the fish tank caddy cornered now, so there's a space behind it, So I was thinking of just putting a plant behind the tank and it would come up and whatnot. Actually,
Taking that all off, man. That thing's out of oxy for now. I'm gonna wait on that one. It'll probably make me look stupid, but I can get back in. Nope.
LLL,
It has made me smart.
JX Lux Venture, off the highs now,
Okay.
98
that was just to
cents.
give you a
Zeta
reference
Lima
of how
Lima.
big that thing is. It's so big.
What are you watching, Jaggy?
I don't know.
Did anybody short oxy at the top? Where?
I did.
Did you? Good
Did
job.
you? That's crazy that you got into that, man. That thing wasn't really
It was
cooperating.
extended
for
as
short.
all shit.
Really? Man.
I'm kind of on Devin's side on this one.
Yeah, I don't see that as
Hey,
extended.
grow some balls. Make some money.
Take some non-extended trades, Tim.
I tried that once. It didn't work out too well.
Yeah, that's not a lot for oxy.
And on the
That's a lot
daily,
for
it had a triple top on the daily at 64.80s.
Well, why aren't you in it, Thomas?
I am.
He is.
My average is 64.70.
I missed that part. Sorry.
Hey, go back in your fucking hole.
FNGR finger
Be
emoji.
grumpy over there.
Someone's in a mood today.
Jesus.
No, it's a tense room today.
Put a tampon in that
There's a
vagina. Jesus.
57%.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
FNGR.
Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning.
Watching
As
you
I
quit
take another
vaping or
sip of my
something?
coffee.
What do you
Did you
want?
quit vaping?
BRT.
Nah, negative.
Looking for the move up to
Sounded a little
10.15.
angry today.
I am. I'm a little hostile today. I'm working on some shit I'm not happy about.
DWAC made a decent move on no volume. SPY's basically straight down.
If I lived closer to you, I'd give you a nice naked hug. That always makes you feel better. Watching PDD, man, that's a freaking big drop.
It is.
Yep. I don't really understand what's happening right there.
I actually have shorts on DWAC today. What's up with that?
I don't know, man. Well, I didn't see the trade you just took, but I wish I did because you made more than I did. And I was waiting for that thing to blast to $66.
Bloomberg reporting Biogen rejected by Supreme Court on reviving Tezspire patent. That's Bravo, India, Bravo.
You looking at Timmy boy?
Good, sir. Nothing good.
Yeah. So we're close to November. What do you guys think about pumpkin pie? I really hate it.
I don't like it.
I've never been a fan of pumpkin.
Put some.
I did.
fucking whipped
The
cream
taste
on
of
it.
pumpkin
Oh,
pie, the taste is good. That texture is fucking awful.
Who cares about texture, dude?
Me, I'm a texture guy.
Obviously.
I
fucking
I care about texture.
Mr. Whitey.
That weird mushy fucking pumpkin shit. Ugh.
CIGI Colliers announced entry into automatic.
Wish
share
DWAC
buyback
we had a lot
of
more
$1
shares and it
India.
was a lot more fluid.
PDD bouncing right off this trend line, but that's a fucking weird ass thing for me to long. I can't do it, man. I can't take that. Volume looks shitty too. DWAC, we have shares? Ooh.
Crazy.
Man, PDD only has 500k? Nope. DWAC only has 180k. Definitely nope.
In this video, learn how to improve your trading psychology. Specifically,
Yeah, there's
Not what I
no
clicked.
way I'm trading that thing, dude. Myov is pushing. MYOV. That is extended, Thomas.
Yeah, but look at the volume. I guess in respect of it.
Over a mil?
Oxy back at high day.
Yeah, it's gonna go. My feeling in that is it's gonna go. That's why I couldn't really see the short in there at all, but I got some
Yeah,
lines.
you're looking on a longer time frame.
Yeah. I'm looking at where I think it's going for the day.
FNGR
You're looking at where it's going
resuming
Yeah,
for
trade
the
I'm
down.
looking for
Free
the.
promotion,
Yeah.
$5.91.
I
I
get
was
it.
watching at the same time you were watching it, and that first candle was like, ooh, that was a little juicy there.
Shares up
Yeah.
75% now at the high for FNGR. And shares are halted again on a circuit breaker
FNGR
at the
straight
high,
up, but we don't got shorts.
being
Maybe
heavy
you,
volume
Jag.
in the stock.
Which one?
FNGR, Frank, Nancy, Gary,
Crude continuing
Robert.
to fall here.
Order
Right
cancelled.
here, rather. Crude.
Kind of like finger with no I or E.
Nope, I don't.
84.
I wish I did.
56 at the high, up 6.25% now.
Blue's doing a little something.
Man, I've made some in and out money again. PDD is bouncing off that level like a motherfucker, but I couldn't take it because I'm a bitch. Oh, I'm a bitch.
Doing it. I'm like trying to talk myself into taking this trade. It's so dumb. I mean, it's probably gonna work, and it's probably gonna come retest 18. Daily looks like crap. $19.50 area. It's like the first level that I see.
Anything, Timmy?
Really watching DWAC.
How many shares
Really?
do we have on that, out of curiosity?
44,000, but I mean, they haven't moved. They haven't moved, but at the same time, I mean, there's not really any volume. But
If
the
you gotta
chart,
build a position, you could get
Yeah.
fucked, yeah.
yeah, like if it actually starts to take off.
S&P futures getting a pop here.
But I mean, look at the
manufacturing
chart.
again, 52
It's
versus
so hard to.
51.8
But it looks
estimates.
raring for a big candle to me.
Coming up at 10, the ISM manufacturing PMI
So
for
market
Kind of
go.
crazy.
and construction spending for August.
It really hasn't had a big candle yet. Besides that first one way
Yeah,
down here
it's
at the
just
bottom.
straight up.
Looks like it needs that. Looks like she needs that blow off.
It's like one person buying DWAC or something, huh?
Yeah, it's almost like
Yeah,
they're
it's
trying to
Jag.
get it to hit the scanners or something.
Jag with his freaking $1 million account over there.
Yeah.
Got a position of 200k in it right now. All right, Jag selling, Jag selling. That's kind of tempting, but I'm fucking kind of scared of it right here.
Order filled.
That's where it got interesting to me.
Yeah, I actually took a very small starter just now.
And that
There's a
candle looks
line
bigger.
at 1950 on the daily.
SILO, Salo Pharma initiates FDA pre-investigational new drug package for time-released ketamine technology. Sandy, India Lima, Oscar.
Ooh, that is what I don't like about those. That spread got a little wacky.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was counting on.
I was like, hold your comments for a second.
Oh, are you in it too?
No.
No, it's good for them. I mean, I know he's short it.
The freaking ask ain't coming down.
Yeah.
Well, if I can get filled on the bid, it's fine and dandy.
How often does that happen?
It went through me, actually. My order is at 1880. The bid said 64 for a second there, but...
Watching this. AMD. Boop, 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 boop. I don't fucking know what to trade.
Order filled.
Damn, I tried to move it down. It's all right.
I was gonna say something, but I gotta hold my comments, dude.
I literally tried.
Nice patience, dude.
I took super small size. And that was the only reason I got in where I did was because of the daily. There was a pretty key line. It bounced right off of it.
It's still small size or not. It's still that patience on the small ones is gonna help them.
Dude, you waited a full minute in that chat. That was awesome. Your patience was incredible. You were in that for at least 60 seconds.
It's relative how Tim trades, not how you trade.
Single motion hitting $6.
He's been in a trade for longer than 60 seconds. I've seen that fucker in a trade for like 2 days, maybe 3.
Foxtrot, November Golf Romeo.
Not by choice.
Like, that dude's had more patience than I've ever had in my life. AMD, man, she's following the market.
That's right up your alley. Go trade the SPY.
Except it's leading it. I kind of thought the SPY was going to bounce today. And so far, so good.
VSAT shares resuming now. Victor Sandy Alpha Tango. After that reported the asset sale to L.
Yeah, I had a feeling I could probably
Victor
hold that a
Sandy
lot
Alpha
longer.
Tango.
Being
Shares
DWAC and
hitting
all.
36.19 at the high.
At least to the $0.50. That's why I was trying to move it down because I wasn't getting filled when the bid was going through. Because like I wasn't even showing up on the bid. I only had 25 shares. So I was like, maybe I can try to move it down. Yardsmith, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate that. Welcome.
MYOV, but we would need to like do something.
Yeah, I just pulled it up. It's been up for a minute. I've been watching. It's like, okay, I'm gonna take a nap and come back.
Yeah.
LI making a move off the bottom.
Made a fart sound, but nobody probably heard it. Because I hate that move. And I know you do too, so. You ain't taking that double top, Timmy. You won't do it.
Shop is.
What,
awful.
an LI? You're right,
Shop looks just like LI. Shop and LI are twins.
Yeah.
Like, completely.
Completely.
Yeah.
Almost to the T, dude.
Identical twins. Yeah.
VSAT, Viasat shares hitting 37.37 at the high. now about 24%. Victor Sandy Alpha Tango.
Damn, AMD's running like a motherfucker. I kind of needed this to do something earlier than now.
Yeah, I was kind of needing some excitement here at the bell. Like I said, I got a bunch of
Shit
stuff
to do today. Yeah, I mean, I'll be here first thing in the morning tomorrow, but literally I'm here for an hour because my wife has this scope thing she has to go do.
My son's actually homesick today, so I'll probably be in and out myself.
Oh, what's he got?
I just woke up with a nasty cough. I'm wondering, I think he got me sick a week ago with something like that was like a 24-hour thing. And then I think while
Gotcha.
I had the 24-hour thing, I got something else because I've had that
Oof.
for almost a week. And I think that what he has now is what I had this past week. Because it's like my
So you
throat
think
was
he got you
bothering
sick
me.
and then you got him sick?
Yep.
Fucking family sicknesses, you gotta love it.
Yep. It's very annoying.
Yep. We haven't had that, knocking on wood in quite a long while, so I just knocked on a bunch of wood. I'm normally pretty good at not catching anything they bring home because the second I see one of them are sick, I'm like, fucking stay away. Don't touch me. All the shit off the bottom is hard to short.
DSAT now halted on a circuit breaker. Victor Sandy Alpha Tango at the high of 27% after resuming trade following the announcement of their asset sale to L3 Harris LHX. That's Victor Sandy Alpha
SAT,
Tango.
Tim. That might become interesting. It just opened up.
What is it?
And halted.
ESAT?
No, Victor Sandy Apple Tango. It's halted right now. It's
ESAT.
low volume, but
Got
it just opened. Like it was halted into the open, you know?
Yeah, I see it. Thank you.
Yeah. No worries. Just, I mean, thing just jumped $3, so that might be. It was an asset sale, according to Charles. So they raised some money by selling some shit.
Says the roughly $2 billion purchase was unveiled this morning as financial markets open. The deal is expected to close in the first half of 20.
Sold $2 billion worth of shit?
So it says acquisition.
Jesus.
It's the roughly $2 billion acquisition.
Maybe you mean somebody acquiring their shit.
Oh, it says news pending. Wait, what? This guy says news. Oh, that was an hour ago.
Which one?
Maybe that was the news.
Which one?
VSAT. Yeah, it says yesterday the Wall Street Journal reported that LHX was close to a deal to buy VSAT military communications business for nearly $2 billion. So it looks like that was the news. But it looks like the deal isn't going to actually happen until probably 2023. So I guess this is them just working on finalization of it. So what's their market cap, and then divide that into 2 billion. Right now it says their market cap's 2.9 billion, so they're about a billion over.
I'll be right back, guys.
HOLX, Hologic shares at 65.90, off the highs up 2%. The company's CEO to be on Mad Money with Jim Cramer tonight at 6 p.m. Hotel Oscar Lima X-ray.
Well, I coming up to that double top.
I remember when I first joined this room, you guys were like, news? We don't fucking care about news.
Still don't really care about news. I mean, I'm curious what they are when they halt. Well, when they halt, yeah.
Back then,
ADTX 18K.
Didn't need to.
Yeah. You still don't need to, say. But when something is volume out of nowhere and goes straight into a halt, I'm always curious because, I mean, if it's a buyout of some sort, why would I want to mess with it?
That's why I was always interested in news. I want to know why something moved like that.
Yeah. I mean, if something halted just from volatility throughout the morning, I could care less about what the news is. SAT is open.
VSAT resuming after a circuit breaker halt. Shares hitting 39.72 now at the high at more than 30% for Viasat, Victor, Sandy, Alpha, Tango. Shares up
Check,
more
check.
than $10 now in VSAT,
VSAT running.
Victor, Sandy, Alpha, Tango.
Yeah. ADTX is moving too if anyone has actual shares on it.
Nope.
We have
ISM manufacturing
16,000, but I'm not going to mess with that one because we know that one can get some volume.
50.9 versus 52.2 expected.
I'm gonna take VSAT and I just got
Spending
back
for
at
August
him.
minus 0.7%.
Ooh,
versus
SPY is fucking jumping
minus
like crazy.
0.3% expected.
Charlie just came out with some data that apparently the market liked.
PMI
The
data.
market
probably.
apparently liked it.
S&P futures getting a pop here now.
Are they saying they're finally getting inflation under control?
36.46. 43 point.
In 1 week, they fixed it.
Fix it.
My mom was like, I was at the grocery store yesterday and we were craving salmon that we always get. So we walked over to get it and we looked at the price and said, we're not eating salmon tonight.
The
Yeah.
April 12
I've been noticing every time I go to the grocery store because I generally go shopping every 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And my grocery bills was slowly climbing $20. And now, since before this inflation, it's basically gone up $100. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
There goes VSAT.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually started it. I guess I should have waited a second.
INFN up.
You started up here near the halt, or?
Yeah, 63, 41.63. It looked like it was not going through there. I got in and then it went straight to the halt. I only took 10 shares. Not really looking to get too crazy with it. Why isn't I was gonna say why hasn't it halted?
That took forever.
And
Well, I
this
hope it.
SALM, Chris Eagles,
INFN, kind of a weird spike on not a lot of volume.
The answer is Sandy Alpha Lima Michael. JBHT, JB Hunt announcing
going
addition
crazy.
of Seattle and Laredo, Texas operations.
Mm-hmm.
That's Julia Bravo Hotel Tango. PSAT, Viasat shares halted again. 41.95
LI got
now
through
for
that double
Victor
top.
Sandy Alpha Tango.
Trying to extend. It's a little grindy.
Russian ambassador to Italy says categorically rejects Italy's foreign ministry statement on Russia's annexation of the Ukraine regions.
Trading like a virgin. You taking a trade, Jack?
I'm in a stupid trade. I'm in CDE. I was looking at something else and then I flipped back by accident. I got into this thing. So I've been in this for, I don't know, about 10 minutes. A waste of fucking my time.
See that.
Well, manufacturing is down, new orders are down. Supposedly that's not by much though. It's what they want to see, but
LRCX started, would like one more shove.
That CDE looks fun, dude.
You don't know how much fun.
You know what I hate worse than a grinder? A $3.85 grinder.
I don't know what I was thinking. I was looking back and forth, and then I said, "Oh,
I'll take this."
yeah, this is a good idea."
Watching that VSAT for what it does when it opens. What's the imbalance there? Anybody know, Jag? I don't know if you can
On VSAT?
look at two.
4205.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it
What
just
is
says
it?
42 to me.
Not 4205. Is that what Jag said?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, mine did the thing where it was like moving right when it halted, and then it stopped at 42.
Mine says 4205. Weird.
It's so weird how it works sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't.
Mine just went up to 4212, 4206.
Well, I'm
I
not
don't know if it's
adding
right.
anywhere close to here, so doesn't matter where, as long as it opens up around here.
Yeah.
I'm just
That's
looking for the 40
mine's
retest.
changing and yours isn't. Like, how does that happen?
Yeah, I have no idea. Well, you pay for level 2, don't you?
No.
No. Yeah, then I have no clue.
Man, I don't know. Open.
Yeah.
Just make sure you're watching that.
I gotta add at a very specific price. Oh, I can't even get there yet.
I can guess it, but I can't get there.
Nope, can't get there yet. Now I can. Yeah, I'm not looking to get too big too quick on this
Big
one.
on
I'll
this.
be patient. Just waiting for some kind of an actual pullback here. I mean, this thing's straight up. AA kind of straight
AA
up.
up.
It was. I'll usually type it in there first and then say.
UK energy regulator Ofgem says British winter likely to be challenging due to Russia-EU gas disruptions. Goldman Sachs says an OPEC Plus supply cut would reinforce its bullish oil price view while help limit the downside to prices should economic growth disappoint. That being reported by Bloomberg.
The boy needs a haircut.
What's that?
You jumping this, Thomas?
Negative Ghost Rider.
Why isn't this one extended, but the dollar move was?
Come on, man. I thought you knew me better now. I don't like halts.
Oh, yeah. You don't like
Halt
halts.
Fest, Halt Fest, low volume. Man, we're just getting a bunch of negatives here.
I got you. Yeah, I forgot the halt thing is not your thing. I remember that now. Now that you said it. I know. The second you see that halt, you're kind of like, I'm out.
Order filled. Order cancelled.
They got me
Since
chasing.
Ever since I got whacked by that one halt, I kind of avoid them too.
LRCX dollar on way.
Bad thing about that is I'll even be long something, and if it's going to halt, I want out. I'm like, I just don't want anything to do with that damn halt. Jag, you selling CDE?
Yep.
What you waiting for, bro? Your average has got to be like right here.
It's 81.
That doesn't even have range, dude.
I'm hoping.
That's one of those trades that you're just in. It's not like worrisome, but it's also not very entertaining.
No.
It's like, we'll see what happens. Like an oxy, man. I had override there. It's kind of coming into a key area for me. Jacked it off a bit. So, trying. This is the moment on VSAT. Did you get your average a little higher, 10?
Order cancelled.
Yeah, I'm sitting at 42.76. I'm actually kind of interested to why the halt price is so close together.
BA Boeing,
I feel like
Millennium Space
41.85
Space
really
Flight
isn't
effort.
that far away.
That's Bravo Alpha.
Like, doesn't that just seem close for like a $41 stock or $44 stock?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing the other day. You know, I was looking at something like that, and it's like the halt up is so far away in comparison to the halt down.
I don't even necessarily think it's
Hold up
that.
isn't too far on that, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
not in particular on this one. I'm just saying I've seen it before.
Yeah. You just think the halts are narrow. It's like narrow halts either way.
Well, yeah, like, I mean, my take profit I put out at 42.11, and I don't feel like looking at this move overall, my average is that bad. But the halt is like right there, like where I put my take profit. I just feel like that's weird. And like, that's where VWAP is. So it's like not even like really that far under VWAP.
Oh, MYOB, what are you doing, girl? And do I care?
Too bad it couldn't give a real move and me be in it when it did that.
With MYOB?
Yeah.
Nah, that could be no reason to get into it, dude. Super grinder. Might look to see if it pushes up and fails on the upside somewhere.
Oh, stop.
Out all LRCX. Paper cut there.
Jag, you still here?
Yep.
Have you heard that Kid Rock song, We the People?
I don't know.
Order song, isn't it?
Is that a recent one that's really, really, really bad?
You need to go YouTube. Kid
It's
Rock,
recent,
We the
right?
People. That Jag's gonna love that song.
Okay.
Oh God. I
Jag's
haven't listened to
gonna
Kid
love
Rock in years and years, and I remember my brother saying, "Did ask me about it?"
There's some of his new ones that I guess because I'm in that age bracket that I just relate to his songs.
No, but there's one, I don't know, came out a year or two ago or something. It's really bad. I think it's like him on stage, fat as fuck. Like the song is just horrible.
Yeah, it's not very good. That thing got bought up pretty good.
We the People?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
You gotta listen to it. Yeah, Jack is gonna love this song. I'm reading the lyrics.
Oh my God. Worst music ever.
He's just talking. He's just throwing out Fauci, Joe Biden.
That will be Jag's new ringtone.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Jag.
Fuck Facebook, fuck Twitter too. Fuck mainstream media. Fuck you. Let's hear how bad the song is. Yeah, I would say
Order cancelled.
from a vocal standpoint, I feel like he's past his prime.
Oh, it was the song Don't Tell Me How to Live. That was the one that everyone was just ripping on.
Well, this one's a little more aggressively political, I think, than anything he's ever done.
Well, it's probably the only way you can get people to listen to his shitty music.
You can't get much more aggressive. I think he really believes that shit too. I mean, this is Kid Rock.
I'm sure he does. In his motorhome with fucking redneck.
This is a millionaire country boy who like is living his best life. High on coke, from what I understand.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how much longer because I think he's spending all his money on drugs.
NGR for your motion shares pulled back $1.40 from the highs now of 43%. Foxtrot November Golf Romeo.
I think we're getting into it's a cut at the highs territory.
S&P futures near the intraday high 3663.50. Up 61.50, about 1.7% now.
Out of curiosity, let's see. 4075 is where I'd have to get. to make this a 1-to-1.
Jag, you back?
I hate when it does that, where it loads and it makes you hit the enter button. Keeps trying to bounce here at this 22, 22, 23.
Buying his Kid Rock tickets.
If we can get through that, we might get a decent little move down.
I like the message.
Yeah, the song kind of sucks, but
Towards the end, it gets okay. The beginning's a
did it
little
get better towards the end?
Yeah.
I stopped. I was just
TMO
reading the
straight
lyrics
up
and I
too.
listened a little bit,
So
and
slow.
the song sucks.
I'm gonna add it to my playlist.
All price is closer because it closed around 30 on
He has
Friday.
another one
What
about,
is where it
50
closes?
being 50 or something.
I'm curious. I've always been
Like
trying
you
to figure
said,
this
it's
out.
The lyrics,
Fruit
it's not
Smasher.
so
What
much, you know, you can't
what's that have to do
deaden
with
the
where the
song.
Hall price
If you
is
deaden the
currently?
song, it's no good.
And don't critique the actual music and
Yeah.
vocals.
He missed the G note there where there was supposed to be, and his vocals are shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they're not like they used to be.
I always just assume the Hall price is based on
No, they're
like
not.
the
He
current
doesn't even
range
tell the Kid Rock anymore.
of a ticker. And the price obviously has a lot to do with it. I just figured it was a certain percentage of the
Kid
current
Rock
price.
after getting old and doing a lot of cocaine.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, if we can get the push down, like a decent fast push
That
down,
is the
and get
most,
this first take profit, I'd be looking
Politically
to
bold, like
try to
famous
ride it down
person
with the remaining
song
shares.
on the right that I've heard ever. I think.
But we need this little descending triangle to
Heard some
fail.
rappers take aim at Donald Trump, so hearing a rocker take aim at Biden was kind of
There
interesting.
we go. We got through that 20s area. Now if we see if we can get the push down through 43.
Buff, what are we tripping out for, dude?
Right. There we go.
Good.
STLA, Stellantis, FCA US had sales of 385,665 vehicles in this year's Q3. Total US sales for Q3 down 6%. That's Sandy Tango Lima Alpha, STLA.
Going on in VSAT, Tim?
Riding that donkey down.
It's right at my average here. I have an order to take most out at 42.24, so we'll see if it can get through the $0.50 here. The spread's keeping me from being able to do anything anyway.
Gotcha. Going on with CDE, Jag? Dojo?
Well, it got to just under my average, and then decided to go back up.
You're
We were
still
so close.
in it.
No. We were so
Jag's
close.
like, this is my trade for the day.
I got out, but when I
I
was
missed
just
this by like
barely
10
green,
cents.
just to end it.
It's like $2.50 move down, and it missed us by 10 cents. Really don't want to let this go back up through.
Order cancelled.
We'll take half there.
Order filled.
Marcus, I mean, I'm green today, so that's good. But Marcus definitely said it's not ready to give me what I want.
Made a 2.5 point move down to miss me by 10 cents. Frustrating.
The day Tim becomes Steve.
It's alright. I took half off for a small loss because it felt like it was going to try to pop there, but now it's failing. I'm going to see if I can try to hold these a little
What's
bit
it
lower. VSAT.
VSAT, what was that? Those are hard for me to fucking determine what they're gonna do. And you'd imagine I would maybe retest that previous. This is like 42-ish. Previous little resistance area. But no, probably not. My dog is just resting his head on my fucking arm while I'm trying to trade, and that's kind of annoying. Why are you doing this? I just want you to pet me.
TMO lunch, out all.
There's some spoils. Oh man, I don't know what to do. What's your average, Tim?
76.
Something? 76. All right, bud. Well, I'm feeling any of these charts today, guys. I think Thomas is the big wiener of the day.
Yeah, with that XE trade.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see it fully, but it worked
I
out
got
for
that
him.
market move.
Maybe you're the big wiener for the day then.
No.
Even worse than I thought. It was less than 10 cents. It went to 31. My order was at 24. 6 cents or 7 cents. After it came down,
Oh,
what?
man.
Literally $2.50. Misses me by 7 cents. Get there.
Get out of here with that.
Get out of here.
You must be
Let me
in
hear
that
you,
so
Jag.
small.
I want Jag to say it. Get out of here.
I'm saying that Tim must be in that small because there's been no concern.
I started with 10 shares and I added 10 shares.
That didn't turn into a Tesla that you started with 10 shares and you wound up with like 100 or something.
Nope. And it never was going to.
Good boy.
I'm out.
Gold spiking here, $1,699.
What?
I'm
Say
out.
gold is spiking?
That's what I thought he
Oh.
said.
No, I said I'm
1.5%
out.
now.
No, we're
No,
talking
no,
about Charlie.
Charlie.
Oh.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, I think so. But I pulled up
What is that
Nugget and it
message?
didn't look like it was really doing anything.
Nugget.
N-U-G-T?
Crude is off the highs, up
NUGG.
5.5%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at the highs, but it's not like spiking or anything.
It ain't spiking.
He's probably talking about the gold futures because it is spiking.
What is that?
Well, for me, it's gold one.
Oh, isn't it like AU or something? Isn't that
No,
gold?
hang on, I can
That
look
is a
it up for
gold
you.
stock.
TM Toyota Motor.
I went to
North
31
America
last
reported
time.
U.S. September 22 sales.
Gold futures is gold.
2022 sales of
What is GOLD?
179,050 vehicles.
Yeah,
That's
you want to
up
look at
17.1%
GOLDZ2.
on a volume and daily selling rate basis. That's Tango Michael.
Okay. I'm not trading any shit. I think we could trade gold if we want, and that's Barrick gold. I think that's.
That's a futures. You probably have to okay it.
Oh, is Barrick gold a future?
Hmm?
Barrick is a future?
Oh, I thought you were talking about gold futures. Sorry.
Toyota
No,
reported
GOLD,
September
that's just
2022
Barrick
sales of
gold. I think we could trade that.
electrified vehicles.
You were green for a couple seconds, huh, Tim?
35,419. That represents nearly 20% of
Yeah.
its total monthly sales. That's Tango Michael.
I'm glad I even told you about that, Tim. I heard Shirley say it halted.
Shares of Toyota,
what
you know,
it
the
is.
highs now up almost 4%.
Well, it is extended as
There you
fuck.
go, Michael.
Yeah, gold went up like 500 points.
Did it really?
Mm-hmm. Gold futures.
It's crazy. I don't even know what that means anymore, because that used to be a sign that the economy is bad, people are investing in gold, the dollar's bad. Now I feel like it moves with the dollar. Just like Bitcoin.
Gold's been going
and some
down
shit.
since August, but the dollar is super strong, which isn't necessarily, they say is not necessarily good when it's this strong.
Fuck me, man. Please. Please fuck me. Pretty please.
You're Irish and you drink from a Starbucks cup.
What is wrong with being Irish and drinking from a Starbucks cup from Ireland? Jesus.
Just getting you riled up.
Can't be the only Irish person in the room.
Could be, but you're not.
I could be, but I'd imagine I'm not. Bunch of white guys. There's got to be one other guy with some Irish in him.
Yeah, along with other 80% of America.
No. No, we all got English in us. Irish isn't necessarily necessary.
No, it's not as common, but yeah, English or Welsh is like the most popular. Yeah, I think I'm mostly Welsh, German, and some other shit. I don't know. My brothers traced it back to before the settlers. We were like one of the part of the original settlers. My family.
I don't remember what mine was, but I had a lot of Irish. Like 35% Irish or something. Oh, fuck me. I cannot find a trade, dude.
Looking too bad, I guess. Manufacturing is down. Building is down. Construction spending is down. Stuff they're looking for. Could this be the bottom?
You're green on VSAT right now, right, Tim? Or no?
The ask is my average.
Okay.
But I'm not looking to get out break even. I'm either gonna take
You were. Thought you were there.
Yeah. My stop is at 43.34, and my take profit for a half is at 41.69. If it stops me out at this point, it's not going to be that. It's not going to be a big loss.
555,000 vehicles in the U.S. in Q3, up 24% year over year.
Oh my dog.
Michael. It says demand for the Chevy Bolt and Chevy EUV have outpaced supply. Pause production at the GMC Hummer EV. Pickup for 7 weeks starting in late November. That's off Michael.
I'll take days like today every day. One trade, big move, done.
All right, spunky monkeys.
Veru on the move.
What am I missing?
Veru is
Ugh, I hate that stock, Tim.
You too. I think all of us do.
I don't even think I've ever traded it. I just never fucking like it. Did you say Veru?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I just pulled it up and I'm like, He must have been watching that.
Tim, did you catch Jagism?
I am hurt.
Love you, Jag. I love you. But that was one of those that Tim called and I looked at and went, huh. All right. Okay, Tim.
He's gonna make fun of my trade early this morning. He's gonna call out Veru.
Yeah, your trade sucked, but look at Veru. Thing has moved about 6 cents. Got no volume, kicking ass.
I was watching FTCH. I was hoping it would get up to 8, but then it fell with the SPY.
That one looks better than Veru. That doesn't look good either.
If that popped to 8, that would have been worthwhile.
If it popped to 8, it might have been something.
Oh, it said, ooh, juicy.
Juicy. Fuck, dude. I'm getting tired of this fucking market, man. Falling into this, like, small wins, small losses, nothing to write home about ever. Not my favorite place to be.
Someone on the stream was telling me that the halt prices were closer because of where it closed the prior trading day. In my mind, why would that have anything to do?
Yeah, because isn't it a certain percentage move in a certain time? Isn't that what a halt is?
Well, that's my understanding of it. Is that the halt is based on the current price as well, like a percentage from the current price.
Let's see.
Yeah, is it? Well, it's a certain percentage of the closing price of the previous day.
You're telling me it has nothing to do with the current day's price and the range that it's put in?
Circuit breaker halts trading on the National Stock Market during automatic drops are set at 7, 13, and 20% of the closing price.
No, that's the SPY.
Yeah, that's the overall.
Oh, okay,
That's-
I'm reading the wrong one. Sorry.
That's the market.
Market. Derp.
Which that makes sense because it's going off the previous close price. Yeah. But like these halt prices that move up and down, Like, makes no sense. Like, even right now, if you guys remember, when the price was up just a little bit higher, the halt price was a lot higher. But now the halt price is a lot lower, and the price basically hasn't even moved.
We've looked this up so many times, and I always forget.
Yeah. Well, it's because I don't think we've ever found a definitive answer.
Yeah, it does that whole 5
I
minute
don't think
thing,
it
and then it's like,
exists.
You know what, let me
I'm
pull
kind of
up
looking.
DOS and ask
Volatility
them.
halts are single stock circuit breaker halts that trigger 5-minute halts on fast price spikes. Drops that exceed acceptable trading price range (ATPR) for 15 seconds. The ATPR, that acceptable trading price range, is calculated as the average price
of the previous
of
5
the
minute
last
trading
5-minute period.
We're looking at the same
So we don't
thing.
fucking know what that is.
Are you
Right,
on
so-
Point Security?
Okay, so here it is, Tim. It's 5%. It's when the shares exceed 5% of the ATPR, which is for the previous 5 minutes. So 5% of the ATPR, which I have no clue how to fucking calculate that.
Acceptable trading price range.
I'm not a math guy.
So the range in between the up halt and the down halt is probably this APR. What is it?
It's the ATP. It's based off the ATPR, which is the average price for the last 5 minutes.
Well, it's the acceptable trading price, which that's where the confusion would be. What's the acceptable price?
Yeah, it doesn't really say what it is. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't really give you a definitive answer.
Yeah, you don't
Basically, I think they can fucking halt it if they want.
Yeah, different stocks
Hmm.
have different
I need
ATPs.
to know basis.
What?
No. What?
Jag, are you talking to us from like the backyard? Are you feeding the
Yeah.
chickens?
He's sitting on the toilet again. Or
Jag's
the
like,
fish
hold
toilet.
on. Feeding the chickens.
Throwing chicken nuggets out the window. Feed the kids.
All right, Jag, you own chickens. Is it inappropriate to feed a chicken another bird? Say you feed a chicken some duck? Is that wrong?
What did you say?
Is that
It's not uncommon.
would it
for...
be wrong to feed your chickens another bird like a duck?
BUZI, Hodai,
I feed them chicken all the time.
Yeah, they eat.
You feed your chickens chicken?
Yeah, if I
Yeah,
burn-
they eat their eggs all the time, man. If you find an egg that's like
India.
cold or you don't want to eat it because it's got too much shit on it or whatever, you feed it to the chickens.
Yeah,
So
like
you
if I-
tell me you got some Dahmer chickens. They eat other chickens.
Yeah, like if I go to the store and get like one of those, you know, like the $5, you know, cooked chicken or
Order-filled.
rotisserie
Yeah.
chicken, whatever we don't eat, I throw in. And they
Order
just clear the
cancelled.
bone.
Yeah, that's what's great about chickens. You just throw out all your
All out of
food,
Visa.
anything you, almost. I think they can eat almost anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, so chickens will eat themselves. That's
Oh
kind of
yeah.
scary.
Most animals do, man.
B said, did you get out for a loss on that pop?
Yep.
Sorry, broski.
It's all your fault.
It's not my fault. I just pointed out something. You clicked the button.
Nope, your fault.
You would have seen it eventually.
No, I don't think so, because it never came on our scanner. Oh yeah, it did actually. I see it on there now.
I was like, how the hell did that not come on a scanner?
I'm sure it was probably a fake out. We'll die now, and it's all good. It was. I mean, I didn't lose more than I made on my other trade, so it's not even a big deal.
No.
Yeah, my chickens love Thanksgiving.
They eat the turkey, huh?
Yeah, the carcass, yeah.
Dude, I am so disturbed by this. Like,
Why are you disturbed by that, man?
because I'm just viewing chickens as little cannibals now. They're like little fucking
What do you?
chickens are
I
cannibals.
think it's. I find it surprising that you didn't know that all animals, usually all wild animals, will eat their own.
Oh, well, I think they will, but I don't know if they want to.
Oh my god! You think they have brains? Their brain is to
It's
fucking
like,
eat.
I will eat a person if I'm hungry enough, but I don't want to do it.
Well, it's because you have a supposedly developed brain.
I think most
have-
of us would eat another person if
You
it
have
came down to it.
morals. You have religion.
Yes. Chickens do not have morals.
Yeah.
It would be hard to eat another person. Like, I think I'd do it while like throwing up a little bit too, but
She cook
If
it.
you're
depending on how,
desperate,
you know.
I think you would. When you get to that level.
No, I know I would do it. 100%. I would eat a person.
100%. I'm eating people.
If I look, dude, if
Jeffrey
I'm hungry,
Dahmer.
I'm eating a human
I
being.
think the issue is that our body is not developed to eat our own. You definitely get sick for a while.
Calling me. I'll be
If you
back.
cook it.
Yeah, you just gotta cook it. Do a little marinade.
Are you speaking from experience?
Just lots of watched videos.
How to eat a person, human recipe.
No, I don't think any of these videos are real, but
Yeah, it's
talking
just
about
all those
like
fucking vampires that try to drink their own blood get sick because from the iron.
I mean, in theory, if you cook something, the whole reason you get sick in the first place is because if it's raw, it's got all the bacteria in it. So if you cook it, essentially you're getting rid of any bacteria. I mean, I'm not saying it would taste good or anything like that, but
Guys, I gotta go. My mom fell. I will talk to you guys later.
All right, dude.
Yeah,
Hope she's
man.
all right. That's not good.
Gotta get a little marinade. You'll be all right.
A little barbecue, hot sauce.
Yeah.
It's good to go.
Just do a low, slow smoke. Be good. Be good.
Just hang a body in your smokehouse.
Yeah. Is that a bad thing? Hey, Jeffrey Dahmer did it.
he's it's quite the hit right now, huh?
Yeah.
So I found the official SEC thing for Holtz, but it's written in government talk.
I was just gonna run to
lawyer talk.
BJ's. And we don't really need that much.
Read it. Say, what does this mean?
I need gas too, so add it to the list. Visa, you asshole. Probably gonna work now. I don't know. That thing just feels like it wants to go sideways.
DBRG, Digital Bridge. Digital Bridge announcing IMCO signs agreement to invest up to $450 million in DataBank. That's Delta Bravo Romeo Golf. IMCO joins other new investors in DataBank's recapitalization process, which was announced in June by Digital Bridge. That's DBRG. Press release now.
DWAC end up doing. Ugh. Oh man. And there goes VSAT. I tried to come up above that area. What did it get to? 40. Yeah, see, I wasn't going to use the $50 because to me, if you use the $50, you're going to get slippage. It's probably going to make a pop up through the $50. I mean, you would have to be counting on the $50
so they
being the resistance, and obviously that's in
like
hindsight.
BWAP bands.
But I came over here where the support was 22, 35, 23. So I wanted to go right above that, figuring if that couldn't hold as resistance, since it was previous support, then I don't really want anything to do with it. I mean, obviously in the bigger picture, it definitely used it, just it went a little higher. But I wasn't about to let it go that little bit higher just to test 50. And if it goes through 50, it's probably going to pop up through, you know, and go up 4380s and plus. Like, it just doesn't make any sense, you know. But in hindsight, I look like the idiot. But there's a lot of times where that's just going to go through those key areas and just continue higher. So, is what it is. Not upset about how I played it. It's just unfortunate that it played out the way that it did. Just missing fast moves. I mean, there wasn't even a single fast move today. Like, nothing actually moved fast. Even that one that we were in, VSAT, that halted, like, to me, that was not a fast move. Thing just kind of grinded quickly. That's a bummer. Missed this so many times. That trade could have went so different in so many different ways. I actually thought about trying to add to my position on this candle here after it got bought up and then got rejected again. Just making the high as my stop, which obviously would have helped because it would have brought our average up. Would have still taken some off there, but it would have been green. But I mean, it is what it is. It ended up being a small loss. So I mean, we can overanalyze it on the back end if we really want to, but I mean, there's really no point.
Almost 4% DBRG.
Interesting. So they figure out a first reference price in the first 5 minutes of the opening. But if there's no movement or no, what do they call it? If there's no volume, they'll use the previous day's closing price.
Like just 5% either way.
Oh, here, I'll put this chart up. This might make it. So if there's no, I guess they get some sort of price in the first 5 minutes. But if there's no volume, they'll use the previous days. And then they use some other reference price from 9:35 to 4 p.m. I know this is all very confusing. Here, I'll link the PDF. You can probably make it more understandable since you have better reading retention skills than I do.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had an easier way to calculate 5%, like in my head. Let me figure out what the equation is real quick.
2 + 2 = 4.
So if I take, so I'm looking at this DBRG. The current price is 1296 by 1297. If I take 5% of the current price and I subtract that or add it, it's not near the current halt price. Because it would be 65 cents.
Yeah. What if you did 5% of the first 5 minutes?
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, what does the first 5 minutes have anything to do with it? Especially because
that's
the price
moves.
moves.
The first reference number. I don't know. Whatever.
But what I'm saying is, what 5% of what though, right? Because like even so, 1251 that would make it even less, right? Because it was lower. That's where it closed on Friday. So if we were to use 1251, how are we determining? Because 5%. Here, I'll just do it. Let's see.
Is it 5% either way?
It's 62 cents.
5% bands.
Yeah, but 5% would only be 62 cents, is what I'm saying, which isn't what the halt was. Yeah, it's like even right now, the price is higher, so the price should be further away, which it is, but it's only 65 cents instead of 62 cents. But if you add 65 cents to 13, you get 13.65, but the halt is at 14.26.
Circuit breaker dropping here up to the $4.35. Bravo Echo Alpha Tango. BEAT.
Like even like here, let me see what it is currently. I'll just work my way up to it. I guess I could just divide it, right?
That's the wrong person.
So it's 9.7% right now is what the halt is away from the current price. Yeah, and this, I'm curious if I subtract that 6. Well, no, see, because the halt down is a little further away, so it's not even like even both ways. So it's not like you add $1.25 to the current price and then subtract $1.25 from the current price. But I wonder if that has to do with the prices moved from the previous like 5 minutes. And that's the other thing that I don't understand is when something unhalts, like it's almost like the halt price or the halt time has nothing to do with when the halt price changes. Because you know how like sometimes they mess with the halt?
Updated every 30 seconds.
SEE sealed.
Oh, 30 seconds. Okay, so that would make more sense.
Yeah, it does say that in that PDF somewhere like that. So they calculate the first 5 minutes, and then whatever the second equation is, which I haven't read up on, it's updated every 30 seconds.
Let me try it on FNGR because that one's actually moving. Let's see if we can figure that one out. Yeah, see, now this one's a completely different percentage. Because it would be 27 cents, which is nowhere near it. Let's see. Yeah, this one's more like 7.6%. See, that's what I'm saying. There's clearly no definitive like percentage that they're using. Like something is changing on their side and it's not using a percentage.
Yeah, well, it has to be some sort of equation because it's.
Well, obviously, because there's not somebody sitting there like, ooh, price is doing this.
Yeah. Right. I mean, they even say it's that there's an algo that does it.
Yeah. And on top of that, I would be very curious to watch something halt so that I could see the 30 seconds thing, like watch it update. Like I've been sitting here waiting for it to update the halt price so I can look at the clock, but it hasn't moved. It's still the same price.
Yeah, I think you probably need a better data feed to get the 30-second update.
Well, no, because sometimes like it has to move all at the same time because like if it goes up into the halt price, you know how they like mess with it sometimes and it'll like jump up. So yeah, that has to update on everybody's platform. But I've seen times where they mess with it, they'll drop it down, and then like right as the uptick is about to happen on the halt price, they start to push the price back up. Like they'll start hitting the ask. So obviously people know how it works because I've seen them take advantage 100%. Of it.
Yeah, we see that all the time with the halt algos playing with it.
But yeah, I want to see how it happens. Like I'm just curious if it's like literally every 30 seconds, like 30 seconds then a minute, like on the
I'm sure you need to be a math genius to figure that shit out.
Well, I am a math genius. Rago, it's not halted for volatility. That's been halted for news for a while. For some reason, when they first halted it, it said volatility, but then they changed the news. They just never updated it on the montage for some reason. It's been stuck like that.
Didn't we look that up already?
Yeah, it was something about something.
Something the Cayman Islands application approval. Something.
Well, there's your first problem. You're using TOS.
Yeah, gotta give TOS something. They do give you some good stuff for free.
Yeah, it was just more so being funny.
I get it.
The TOS isn't bad, like for charting and stuff like that, but their data feed and actual trading and the halt price on this still hasn't moved. Let me see if I can find something else that's actually moved. It's kind of frustrating because I was just trying to see what are the top movers today. Let's see. CCL.
The news makes it sound like CO is like some sort of corporate takeover.
All right, so these are the ones I don't understand. How does something like Carnival, CCL, have so much volume and the thing's just basically going sideways? Like, who is trading all this volume? All right, so we just clicked past the whole dollar. I didn't see at 30 seconds if it moved. And I'm also curious what it's currently at. Let's see, 7.8 by 7.08. Yeah, so like Carnival right now, the halt price is only 4.2% away. So confused. Just past 30 seconds, that didn't move. I don't remember moving. If you look on Twitter and stuff, I'm not saying Twitter's a viable source, but there was a lot of people like posting that there was whatever the news was. I thought maybe you're right. Maybe that's what it was. No one, I mean, obviously no one knows what the news is because it's still closed.
CO?
Yeah.
It's something about some significant shareholder
AZN, AstraZeneca,
And there's
FDA
something
releases
involved with
important
the
information
courts.
about the risk of COVID-19
Granted
due to
appointment
certain variants
for JPLs, which is joint provisional
neutralized by the
liquidators.
HIVU shield. That's
And once
Alpha
they do
Zulu
that, the
November.
liquidators have control of all the assets of the company.
Does that mean it's going to open at 0?
You're asking me.
Just
sounds like some
take it to OTC.
Some shareholder gave a bunch of their controlling shares to a liquidator, and now they control their day-to-day business. So I'm sure somebody fucking is suing them for it, and now it's stuck in court. So that's what my guess.
BEAT shares resuming and falling here now, $3.90. Shares turning negative after spiking earlier. That's Bravo Echo Alpha Tango.
SPY moving pretty nicely today to the upside.
So I woke up extremely early yesterday, and I said if I woke up extremely early, I'd watch the race live. Then it was so delayed. At one point in the middle of the race, I just closed my eyes. I woke up like 2 hours later.
It wasn't that delayed. It started at like 9:10.
Well, I understand that, but I'm just saying it was delayed. And I was just when I wake up at like 5 in the morning, I'm awake for like 4 hours, and then my body's like, all right, you need to go back to sleep. Or whatever it was. So I was just laid in my lounge chair and I fell asleep, so I had to download the replay to watch the end of the race. Just laugh.
Yeah. Sorry, I just looked at VSAT's chart. Cried a little.
I guess it did what it was supposed to do, but you were already out. How the market works.
Well, it's funny too because I tried to put my stop above where I thought the obvious stops would be, just so that I could give it a little room. It still came up and got me. Basically, I pretty much top ticked it.
Yeah, that's how my trade worked.
And then it works.
And I got out on the top, and then it came back and almost just bounced off of my entry, and then that's when the SPY just went zoom.
It's like I've learned the game, so I understand that when they pop back up, they're looking for key areas to take liquidity for obvious stops. Like I've learned to not be part of those stops. So, but you start playing this game of how far are you willing to go into profits or into the red to allow yourself that much space to not be part of that. And so that's the fine line that you got to play with.
Yep. Or if it just doesn't work, then you're fucked.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like in this case, if you look in hindsight, it stopped right before the $0.50. So I gave it the 43 test. And then also that support from the descending triangle that it formed was at the 30 level. So I was like, well, I'm just going to go right above that. So if it gets through that, the odds are it's going to go up, test the $0.50 and probably go through because it was strong enough to get through the previous support that should now act as resistance. But it literally went in between my stop and the $0.50. So like you can't plan for that. Like it's just bad luck. No, I'm not. I'm laughing at. I'm laughing
not
with
laughing
you.
at you. I'm laughing at Frog that Algo said he's following your stream.
Oh yeah.
It's like yeah.
Yeah, they're coming after my 10 shares.
Yeah.
But my point is,
that liquidity grab is a very interesting game because if it works, you'll make a lot. But if it doesn't, you better be out of it fucking quick.
Right, and that's my point. Where if I every time you're like, well, 43 is probably the obvious spot, so I want to go higher than that. And then you start looking on a spot on the chart where the next area would be, and usually you can use that because then you're like, well, if it breaks both of those, the odds are it's going to keep going higher. So you get stopped there, but then it stops at the $0.50. And then the one time that you decide to use the $0.50, so now it goes through 3 areas, you would obviously think it's going to go higher. And you're like, well, I'll use that. And then if you get stopped, you get stopped. But then if you're like, I'll just use high of day or some bullshit like that, you know, look how much you had to risk to allow that much room. And how many times do you have to be right on, you know, a quote unquote backside move, which is, you know, at that point, a fairly 50-50 type play. Because after the pullback, I always say it. Do you know if buyers or sellers are going to step in? No, you don't. After a pullback, whoever steps in, that's usually where it's going to go. But if somebody is manipulating the stock, you obviously have no way of knowing that anyway. Especially that thing had a lot of volume come into it, like towards the top there. So the more volume you get like that, the harder it does become to manipulate. But then that's where the market makers come in.
That's why I'm trying to learn footprint charts. They work very well on futures because you can see all the bids and asks on every point of the candle. It's very interesting.
Starting to get hungry. Dude, my camera looks so much better with the fish tank over there. It like changes like everything about.
Did you move the fish tank?
Yes.
Oh, look.
It was a pain in the ass to move.
Oh,
like,
I know. I'm sure.
Well, I had to basically low.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it does look better.
Yeah, I had to take it down.
Hang on. I had to mute you. Go ahead.
Am I talking right now? Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to point to it on the stream, but like where my thumb is how far I had to get the water down before I could even move it. Like that's just how heavy the water is. 75.
70. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking.
But yeah, if you go back and look at the old stream,
just imagine picking up. You know, I'm sure you've picked up 2 or 3 gallons of milk.
I've picked up whatever. Yeah, like
just imagine picking up 4. How heavy that is, and you're probably trying to pick up 10.
Back in the day when I had a fish tank, you used to have to do this all by 5-gallon buckets. So I know what just 5 gallons of water.
Yeah, 5 gallons of water,
and it's not even 5 gallons; it's like 4.5 because you can't fill it to the top.
Exactly.
And that's heavy. So I can only imagine.
It does look better. I mean, just because that shelf was starting to get messy.
What shelf? Oh, yeah.
If you had like, I don't know, books, knickknacks, whatever typical bookshelf was.
I thought about that, but I just didn't like that thing to begin with. So I really wanted to get rid of it.
It also needed to be a different color than your wall.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually starting to think that I want the back wall to be a different color. But I mean, it actually, now that the fish tank moves and that's more of a centerpiece, like the brown from what it's sitting on actually doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, I like any walls other than white.
Well, so do I. I don't really know. If I were to paint it, it would probably be just that back wall. I don't think I'm not painting this whole room. And I was thinking of maybe just doing like some kind of like accents, like just putting stuff on the wall.
Yeah, it's probably easier.
And I originally wanted to paint that wall black, but now that I have that picture up there, I feel like that's impossible. I'd have to get rid of the picture.
Black. It makes it really claustrophobic.
It's just
It
one
closes
wall.
the room a lot when you do a black wall.
If you only do one wall, it's not bad. I've done it before. You do the whole room, which I've done that before as well, which was a small room for like we made it like a movie room.
Yeah.
Is that the Titanic? Not quite, but it is kind of like it.
When I was like 19, fucking depressed, bullshit. That was so goth. I lived in the basement. I made a basement room.
Oh, it moves it to the left over here. I don't think. I mean, I guess I could switch everything on this, but I think it looks better with the P&L curve over there.
Yeah, that lasted for about a year.
I don't think it would look right if I flipped all this.
Like, yep, that's dumb.
I do have this. No, where is it? Oh yeah, see, I didn't even fix this. Ah. Wait. Why did it? Oh, because of the time. It timed out. But this is all Twitch stuff anyway, so I would have to fix. I don't even know. Do I have? No, I only have the full screen. Yeah, I don't have the other. Because I don't. He paid for that. I don't have one of those. I don't have a second job and whatnot like he does. This really breaks my heart. Oh well. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I'm actually pretty proud of how I traded that. I was really patient with my entries, considering, and it just didn't work. I took the risk that I was willing to take. Because like we were just discussing, I'm not willing to let this go up and test all these key areas, because then if they go through and it just spikes up to the highs, and then what? Now I'm taking a bigger loss than I wanted to for what? Just to see what it did on, what could very well be a 50-50 trade. Because I mean, look how quickly VWAP caught up to it and all those key levels. I'm not going to expect it not to try to bounce there. Hence, I took some off. It's just very unfortunate. I mean, how many times did it miss us by, the first time it missed us by 7 cents, and then it started to curl back up. I mean, to me, this looks like an obvious support off VWAP. I mean, it tried to break down multiple times, like 3 times, and got bought up each time. The odds are this looks like it's going to try to go higher, but obviously you can see based on the volume that, right here, you can see the volume that people dumped right into that. So it'll probably fade back down to whatever $2 billion market cap is, and that's that. But it happens. Level 1 and 2 circuit breakers. So yeah, AJ, it's kind of the Titanic, but it's supposed to be the Titanic, but they added, it's not broken in half essentially. Also, they have like holes in different places, but it's designed for the tank, not for, it's not made for to look exactly like it. And I'm sure it's just, it's like a knockoff, obviously. I don't think the Titanic's going out of their way to make fish tank stuff.
BCSA, Victor Charlie Sandy Alpha. Vacasa is a Oxford microcap pick, Oxford newsletter microcap pick. That's Victor Charlie Sandy Alpha. Shares hitting a high of $3.25, now at $3.15, up 2.5%. That's Victor Charlie Sandy Alpha.
You really wanted people to see that one, huh? CSA.
XOM Exxon Mobil, U.S. Labor Board says Exxon Texas refinery worker lockout unlawful attempt to remove the union. That's X-Ray Oscar Michael.
Dang, Thomas. I was starting to get on a nice win streak like you, but that one took it away from me.
That one, huh?
It's like one of those things too. It's like, I guess if you have conviction, like you're looking for 50% of the overall move and you just don't care if it goes back through the highs, it's definitely like one of those ones where it's just going to work eventually. Like every part of me was like, oh, like if I can get some shares out, I'm looking for $40 for that final retest for 50% of the move. But it's like, my strategy does not allow me to do that, to let it possibly go back to the highs. It's like, sure, sometimes this happens, but there's so many times where what I do has saved me from ones that just went higher and grinded higher all day. That's what I always have to remind myself. So DT, apparently from 9:30 to 3:35 in the afternoon, things change for circuit breakers. Apparently the last 25 minutes, they increase the size by double. So like if it's 5%, the acceptable up or down range is 5% during the day, it goes to 10%.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently
I saw that there was a bunch of different numbers, like time frames and stuff that they were looking at.
Yeah, well, and the price too. Like things under $3 is 5%, and then it's saying things that are over $3 are 10%, but then it's saying other stocks priced greater than or equal to 75 cents and less than $3. So basically penny stocks, they can be 20%.
Mm-hmm.
And then other stocks priced less than 75 cents. It says
40%, right?
Well, it says the lesser of 75% or 15 cents.
Yeah, that's when I stopped trading. I was like, all right, that's getting confusing. I need to figure it out, and I don't care that much.
Well, it's like I get that, but none of the numbers are the exact same. So, like, where is that 5% coming from? So that's what I'm trying to figure out. So, like, this TC, it closed at 358 on Friday, so it should be over 5%. Let's see. Well, I can't do that one because of the spread. I wouldn't even know. That's the other thing. Do they do it on the ask? Do they do it on the bid? All right. So this FTCI, let's see.
I guarantee there's no written actual thing.
But didn't we just conclude that there has to be? Because there's no way that they're just
public.
sitting there. Oh. Well,
You're not going to be able to Google it. That's what I'm saying. You need to be a math expert, and I guarantee those algos, they sit there and reverse engineered that whole fucking thing and figured out how to play with it.
Yeah. So, like, this one is 7.4%.
And it's not as simple as probably figuring it out on a calculator.
Oh, I completely agree with that.
But I forget where you're coming. You're just trying to get close, you know. Then you're like, okay,
Well, right. I'm just curious. So, like, that way I could determine. So here's my end goal with this thought process is when I'm getting into something, if I can determine if I get into something near a halt, if it does go to jump up, having an idea of where it's going to jump to would be pretty cool to know.
Yep. You would think that wouldn't be difficult. You would think the ease of it is that what percentage it just jumped for the halt would be the same halt when it comes out of halt. But the problem is that if it changes every 30 seconds and it's in a halt, you know they're still evaluating whatever that halt price is going to be. But you can't see that data. So even if you could calculate that number, you don't know how definite it is going to be because they can see all the orders and it's still being calculated. Fucking megaphone pattern. Who traced that? That's the truth. You don't have the clearance.
It's true.
Retail traders are just screwed. Imagine trying to learn all this from books. That's why I never got into trading earlier. Couldn't imagine having to read a whole book for one thing. That's what my dad did. He tried to figure out the stock market, was reading books about it all the time. My mom would never allow him to get into it though. Look, somebody traded Tesla and made money.
You know, it wasn't me.
It's AJ.
That's Tesla.
Is it?
Tesla. Tesla.
Oh, wrong Tesla. I just looked up at it quick.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here.
Guess I should
You want to
also
come hang out in the
like-
Discord? I'll be in there. Links are down below. I'm gonna eat, and then I have to run to the store and grab some stuff grocery wise. Appreciate you being here. I will be here tomorrow morning. Hopefully, we can actually find some better volatility than we did this morning. And I'll see you then. Peace.
So annoying. So, in high school, your high school era, was the internet out? Was like Google popular and shit? When were you in high school? Late 90s? Mid 90s?
'99 to 03. Google was not really a thing yet. The internet was still kind of new.
Yeah, because I remember I heard about Google in 99 to 2000. I think is when I first started searching printers.
Yeah, I mean, I think then Google stuff, like not even just Google, but like Yahoo, AOL, like searching was a thing, just not with Google. Like it wasn't like Google that.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, of course. 'Cause I think that's when around 2000 when Google started getting more known. I guess my end